It's a topic that a lot of people are talking about these days, especially during COVID-19. Some don't really know what is meditation, and they've never really practiced any meditation practices before. Today we're going to be talking about what is mindfulness meditation, what's the purpose of it, how can we apply it, and we're going to be practicing that together today. So stay tuned. Mindfulness meditation is simply being in the present, living the present moment. Just being there, experiencing yourself, your body, without actually putting any kind of judgment or pressure on yourself. So that's the basic idea of mindfulness meditation. What is it used for? Well, for those who have anxiety, depression, stress, if you're having trouble concentrating, if you're just burnt out, if you're just tired, you wanted a peace of mind. Now, there are a lot of different techniques to practice mindfulness meditation. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a variety of techniques that we can practice all together, and hopefully it would help reduce those symptoms of anxiety or that stress or that tiredness. I'm pretty sure that you've been working hard these days. Some of you have been freaking out because of what's going on in the world today with COVID. Others are just tired from all the assignments and exams and quizzes in their classes, and it's just a lot of things going on at one time. They can't just handle it anymore. They're done. They just want to focus on themselves. They just want to relax, and they want things to be over. So hopefully mindfulness meditation would help you gain the thing that you want. Okay, before we actually start the actual technique, I want to talk about the breathing technique. Again, I've said that most people, when they breathe, they would focus on their chest. So their chest is going up and their chest is going down. It would be better if we breathe from our belly. So it's called belly breathing. And the way, if you're doing it right or wrong, you put your hand on your belly and you take a deep breath. Take it out. You'll see your hand going down. Now you know that you're belly breathing and not on your chest. So that's the first step of the breathing technique. And we're doing in intervals of 4. So 4 in, 4 pause, and then 4 out. Now, to practice mindfulness meditation, it would be beneficial if you can find a space or an area where it's going to be quiet and relaxing. The temperature is fine. There's not a lot of noises out there. If it's helpful for you to have like an instrumental music or meditation music in the background, that should be fine. Whatever that make you feel relaxed. So you're gonna take the position where you feel relaxed the most and try to keep things open. Spread your legs, spread your hands, and just relax. And now as you're doing this, I want you to focus on your whole body. I'm sure you're going to feel some tension in some areas in your body. Focus on those areas and let it loose. So focus on the tension that you have, either it's on your neck, on your chest, on your back, and try to let it loose. Just relax. Now, if it is helpful for you to close your eyes as you're doing this practice, please feel free to do so. If not, you can just continue. Now we're going to focus on our breathing. So we're going to be taking a deep breath on 4 intervals. Pause for 4. And take it out on 4. Now notice that I'm breathing from my nose. I'm taking out from my mouth. For those who want to practice this alone, it would be beneficial to have a timer where you can set like a 10-minute time. And as soon as you practice this often, you'll get along with it. You know what you're doing, so you won't have to have a timer on. But since you're doing this for the first time, it would be beneficial to do that so that you know where you're at. And it's also normal that as you're doing this technique, you might feel bored, you might feel distracted, and that's okay. That should be fine. Just take the moment and focusing on yourself and be there. And take a deep breath. And as soon as you're taking that deep breath, you're putting great energy and great vibe inside of you. You're relaxed. And then you take it out. Now every time you're taking a deep breath, you feel like your body is going down and relaxing and being heavy. Take a deep breath. Your whole body is going deep, relaxed. Take it out. And you're taking out all the tension and all the negative vibes. Again, take a deep breath. Focus on yourself. Focus on the time that you have. Focus on your breathing. And take it out. Just enjoy the moment and sit there for this time being, focusing on yourself while you're breathing. The more you're breathing, the less of a tension that you have on your whole body. And the more you focus on your body and focus on what you have, focus on that tension, just by focusing on that, it would start to loosen up because you're aware of it. So being aware of what you have, what you're experiencing, is one step towards getting you to be more relaxed and more comfortable, right? Less tension, less stress. So focus on those areas. Take a deep breath and feel like the energy and the oxygen is going through that area and making it loose and relaxed. And as you're taking it out, you're taking all the negativity out there. So far we've done 3 different practices: the breathing technique, the regular meditation, and the body scan, or the body awareness or personal awareness, being aware of what you have in your body and the tension that you have. Fourth, we're going to be talking about the 5-4-3-2-1 model, or the 5 senses model. And what is this? Pretty much 5 different things. We're going to be focusing on the different senses that we have. So sight, look at 5 different objects or 5 different things that are around you in this room. Just by being there in the moment and just relaxing, look at 5 different things you haven't noticed before. Maybe, you know, a color on your wall, or a piece of paper, whatever you can find. And then start feeling 4 different things. So it could be feeling the shirt on top of your skin, feeling the air and the temperature as it goes on your skin, feeling the pressure that you have on your feet as it's on the ground. Feel whatever 4 different things that you can feel. And then try to smell 3 different things in your room. Could be the smell of flowers, could be the smell of candle, could be the smell of a fragrance. Try to focus on smelling. And then listen to 2 different things. Could be a noise in the background, could be the sound that comes from the AC. And then taste 1 thing. Maybe if you had like a piece of chocolate, or if you had a drink before, try to taste whatever that's left in your mouth. But this 5-4-3-2-1 model is also some way to kind of help you focus on the moment and just relax, get distracted. And it's also helpful for people to use when they're feeling so stressed out that they can't think anymore. So just take your time, be there by yourself, and look at 5 different things around you. Sense 4 different things, or feel 4 different things. Smell 3 different things. Hear 2 different things. And taste 1 thing. Use the 5 different senses that you have to distract yourself and be in the moment. 5th thing that we can also do is try to pause this video, okay, and try to look for something that you can eat. something small. It could be a piece of chocolate, it could be a piece of raisin, a piece of nut, whatever that you can find that's edible. Try to get that and come back so that we can continue talking about what's next. Now, if people know me, they know that I love Malley's chocolate. So I'm going to be taking a piece of chocolate. It's a chocolate-covered graham cracker. So, good stuff. By the way, Malley's are actually based in Cleveland, so, supporting local businesses. Anyways, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to place this piece of chocolate on your hand, okay? And we're just going to look at it. Pay attention to the details that it has. Pay attention to the different colors that it has. Pay attention to the feeling as it's on your hand. Just focus on this chocolate. And then pick it up slowly and get it closer to you. And start smelling the food. How does it smell like? Now put this piece in your mouth. Now don't bite. Just feel the piece as it sits on your tongue. And start to taste the flavor. Start to feel the texture. Now take a small bite. And as you're taking a bite, slowly feel your teeth as it's going through that piece of chocolate, and feel the different textures that you can sense. It may be hard from the outside, it's very soft from the inside. Enjoy the flavor and be there in the moment, and slowly swallow that small piece. So what we just did there is called mindfulness eating. And you can pretty much apply this in your everyday life, like whatever your routine that you usually do, try to change the routine a bit and start to focus on meditation. I do this myself when I'm doing the process of espresso. A lot of people pretty much know that I'm crazy about coffee. So when I'm grinding the coffee, I would hear the pieces of beans being crushed. And then once it's ground, I would feel the texture. I would smell the aroma that comes out of that coffee. And then as I'm pressing the espresso, I would just enjoy the moment as it's dripping to the cup. So you can pretty much do this in everything that you have every day, and just focus on meditating, focus on yourself, focus on the moment, and enjoy that time. Okay, now this is the last thing that we would like to practice together. It's called progressive muscle relaxation. And that's pretty much also putting a lot of pressure on certain body parts and then getting it loose. So for example, I'm going to start with my feet, okay, and I go upward. But for this presentation, I'm going to show you the stuff that you can actually see. So I can put a lot of pressure on my shoulders, right? Putting a lot of pressure, tensing up, and then taking it loose. Same thing would go with my arms, putting a lot of pressure, taking it loose, putting a lot of pressure on my hand, and then taking it loose. And you would do that with all of your body parts. After this exercise, you'll feel really, really relaxed. So maybe after doing this and before doing this, taking some deep breaths would actually be great. So, again, starting from the bottom and going up top. So start with your feet and then go to your legs, go to the back, your shoulders, your neck, your head, your face, and taking it loose. You can do that for like 4 seconds each. And then you'll feel your whole body just feeling extremely relaxed. And this is also helpful if you are in a situation where you're really, really stressed out. So being there for the moment by yourself and doing this exercise would be very beneficial. And now let's practice pretty much everything that we've learned together today. So again, it'd be beneficial to have a timer on, put it for 10 minutes, put it aside, maybe have a piece of chocolate or something also aside so you can practice this together. Start by taking a comfortable position, being in a place where it's relaxing and comfortable, no distractions. You can close your eyes, take a deep breath to 4, pause to 4, and take out by 4 with your mouth, doing so while doing the belly breathing technique. And then we're going to be doing the progressive muscle relaxation, starting from our feet upwards, putting a lot of tension, loosening up. As we're doing all this, we're feeling and being aware of our body parts, being aware of where's the tension at, and getting that loose and relaxed. And then we would look into the room, 5 different things, put our eyesight on 5 different things. You don't have to call it, you can just think about it. And then we would feel 4 different things. We would hear 3 different things. We would smell 2 different things. And we would taste 1 thing. And then we can do the mindfulness eating, taking that piece of chocolate, slowly looking at it, feeling it, tasting it, chewing on it, and eating it. And at this point, we've kind of got over 6 different techniques or 6 different components that would help us with the mindfulness meditation. I'm pretty sure there are also several out there, but these are some of the ones that I personally use and I personally practice with my clients in session. I would recommend that you would try this. Try to do this, for 10 minutes a day. You can do this like 3 times a week. Little by little, you'll be able to do it without even having a timer on your side. And try to incorporate mindfulness in your everyday practice. As I kind of mentioned, when I do my coffee routine, you can do it with your tea routine, you can do it with your studying routine, whatever that you can feel that you can do that kind of mindfulness, that would be great. And I'm pretty sure that in some religions, mindfulness is also considered like a great component on that piece of religion. So just a quick review for today. We talked about mindfulness meditation. We said that it's an evidence-based practice that's actually beneficial in helping and treating, with anxiety, depression, stress, help people concentrate more. We've mentioned several techniques, 6 different techniques, which is body awareness, mindfulness meditation, belly breathing. We've talked about mindfulness eating. We've talked about progressive muscle relaxation. And we've talked about the 5-4-3-2-1 model, or the 5 senses model. And all of these would be great practices to use in our everyday life. And let's try to make that a routine to help us feel better and be aware of what we're going through and be aware of our being. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you need anything else for me to cover. Hope to see you soon.
Stepping Stone Community Services, yes, we can help, we can help. 330-5774-099